doesn't want to cooperate.
All right.
Manole madness.
Yeah, I got the all right.
Really madness.
I got the all right.
You got the already. It's madness when the video camera doesn't want to cooperate. And
Hold on.
hold it.
But you know what they say?
What?
It's the end user.
Okay. The last video cut off.
No human there.
The last video cut off. I'm not a rookie, but I don't know if I'm gonna.
You got the screen that comes up for the Bible study thing, and if you press it just right, it'll clear out. But if you are rookie and you don't press it right, it takes that off. It accesses that site, and it stops the video.
Stops the video.
So, because the thing went stop, you know what happened. You know what happened. You know. Huh?
Are you dry ratting me out?
What you mean? I never said nothing. All I say nothing. Huh?
I got you
I'm not
pointing
saying-
at me.
Huh? Oh no, I said Robbie my chino.
I might not post the other video because it cut off. Okay, so what were we talking about in the other video? Talking about.
Talk about whatever we talk about. I don't know.
We were talking about how tired I was, how humid, hot and humid, and that hot humidity sucks the life out of me. And we're talking about. Oh, I know what we're talking about.
What?
We're talking about how you just snuck in that you're gonna be fatso status, and I'm gonna make all kinds of yummy food this year.
Yes.
That's how you. He wants.
Thanks to
baked
Brother
spaghetti.
Solomon
He wants.
Kahaliwai.
He wants
and his
baked
crew.
spaghetti.
Yes. Well, baked spaghetti, shoyu chicken,
You want shoyu chicken, or you want shoyu miso chicken, or something?
baked shoyu miso chicken. Remember all that. Baked shoyu miso based chicken.
Okay, so that's 2, and you want chili.
Chili, yes.
That's 3.
Yes. That's 3 days. We got
Okay.
2 more days
2
we gotta
more
think
days.
about.
So what you want for the other 2 days? Think about it. Think about it.
Well, Friday, we should have fish for everybody.
Fish.
Fish. Yeah, since we did the fish right now, we can just do that.
It's not gonna be enough.
Huh?
It's not gonna be enough.
2 pounds.
Yeah, it's really not that. Like, I think it's gonna make people's
Hey, you know what we do?
dinner. We have ahi,
You know-
frozen ahi.
Huh?
We have. I know you said make steaks too, and then save
Right.
some, but I
they're
think
all been frozen 100 million years.
no, it's the one from the store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
ahi steaks.
Yeah.
So we can just eat ahi steaks like
Okay.
that. This one, I think I'm gonna cube it all up, cause
Okay.
I know somebody that will eat poke for days.
Who, me? I love fish.
I think
Yeah,
I know
I love
someone that
fish.
will take one for the
For the other
team.
day, you know, when you ain't go deep fry the akule.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I can't. He likes fish with bones, and I like boneless fish because it just, to me, it takes too much time to pick through the bones and stuff too. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't
It's
feel
hard.
like. I mean, I guess it's a different kind of.
Someone bone. right in
Yeah,
the
and I had
back
to
of
take it out with the tweezers because it was stuck up in
Stuck
his
like that.
gums.
But it was
See
worth
how
it, though.
dangerous fish with
It
bones
was
are?
worth it, though.
Was it? So it was yummy.
Yes.
I deep fried it for
Yeah.
you.
With the poi, oh, man.
Oh yeah, that was.
Wow, I was so fat, so started. 2 akule.
Then he wants to watch a
Two size
movie, but
akule
he's like
that.
5 minutes into the movie. He's like, and then you know what's funny? Is like you fall
It's not
asleep.
funny.
It is like you fall asleep
Yeah.
all the time throughout the movies. Like throughout
Me?
one movie, you will probably fall asleep for only a couple minutes, but you'll fall asleep probably like at least 5 or 6 times. I look over and you're sleeping. And then today, towards the ending, was today or last night, towards the ending of the movie, I fell asleep once and you said, oh, you're not even paying attention.
6:14, baby,
like,
love you.
bruh. I fell asleep one time. I was up the whole entire movie, and I was just so tired. And he's like, "Oh, you're not even paying attention." And I'm like,
Well, the best spot coming on right now, bro.
and then you know what's funny too is like he'll fall
Look,
asleep
it's Camilo.
sometimes. Oh yeah, sometimes he'll fall asleep for like 20 minutes, and he'll wake up, and he'll be like, "Oh, how'd I got there?" And I just laugh because I'm like, you missed like a whole big chunk of the story that kind of was important.
Power of the rewind.
And so he rewinds it. And
Rewind.
one night you rewinded the same thing 3 times.
That was freaking tired.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go do dishes while you watch this because I already watched it twice now.
Dishes break. Dishwasher.
Dishwasher, I was dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
Yeah. And last night I was not.
But at least,
dishwasher.
you know, we're home, we're comfortable, we can laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh at ourselves.
It's better than
Enjoy the
paying like
movies.
$50 at the movie theater,
Okay, yeah.
and then you fall asleep. You can't rewind over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, especially the movie theaters here now. You can recline the seat.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
wow, you're good.
It's like you're eating popcorn and you're just all comfortable in there, and you fall asleep.
All I
That's
know
why you
is,
gotta have an action.
okay,
movie.
cinema on board. They used to have jalapeno slices, yeah?
Yeah.
And they used to put that in the popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sprinkle them in the popcorn. So when you're eating, in the popcorn. Oh, that's a badass stuff.
I used to
Hey,
put it on my hot
we
dog.
should try that. We got jalapenos there?
We do, and we have popcorn. We have
Yeah.
popcorn.
Let's do it today.
We do have popcorn,
Yeah.
right?
We have popcorn.
What else do you put in it? Just jalapeno.
That's okay. No, the thing was, you put the butter,
Uh-huh.
but no need the butter.
Yeah,
You know?
because it's butter popcorn. It's butter lovers, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's okay.
And jalapenos. And then you
Jalapenos.
eat it with your hands with the jalapenos.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Just don't rub your eyes.
this is great.
Ooh,
I'm a badass.
that sounds yummy. So we're gonna have fish for dinner, and then we're gonna have popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay then.
What kind of fish we having?
Ahi.
Oh, no, I was thinking you was talking about ahi for serve for Solomon and his crew.
Oh no. No,
Right?
because it's fresh now, and today's Saturday.
Oh, this fish, yeah, the one we
Yeah,
pick it up
this
today. But ahi steaks is on in the freezer.
Oh yeah, but I don't know how many there is.
That's how I got confused. It's easy to confuse me.
Oh yeah.
Your ass come moving in a scene,
See,
I get all
It
confused.
happened again. And you know what? The last one that cut off, you didn't talk about my ass yet. So that would
That's
have
why
been
the color. Yeah.
that would have been the first one.
I look at people.
Girl.
She don't like the dolphin people. The guy that dolphin tours.
They harass my dolphins. See, but they're going that way because they know I'm coming back into the west side. So, you know, they know. Pew pew their tires or something, you know. So that's why they're leaving. You saw which way they was going, right?
Right,
You saw it. They're leaving, right? Huh?
right. Huh? Who said?
They was leaving.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh.
They was leaving because
Huh?
they scared.
Right.
You know that,
Right.
right?
What she said.
Because I'm like, rawr.
That's scary.
Scary,
Whoa,
right? Calm
whoa.
down.
Whoa.
It's okay.
That made me scurry.
Rawr.
Whoa.
Why are you laughing at me? Are you
I'm not,
laughing?
no, I'm laughing with you.
I'm not laughing, no.
I'm laughing with you.
But I'm not laughing.
You should be.
Bruh.
Huh? What? No.
What does that mean?
I'm just,
I'm a beast.
right. That one. Yeah. What she said. So cute.
I'm not cute.
It's cute.
It's not cute.
It's like that little, the little puppy or the kitten, the tiger cubs.
No, it wasn't like that.
Huh?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't rare. It was rare. See?
Right.
Big
right. You big kitten, right? You big tigers. Yeah. You big tigers.
It's
you.
not cute.
Oh, you big tigers.
It's not
you.
cute.
Yes.
It's ferocious.
So cute.
Ferocious.
Screw. Everybody make everybody screw.
See? See? See?
You can be alright. You can be-
It's ferocious.
You're gonna be okay. Yeah.
So,
So Sakito all the way to Tokyo.
ours was Mexico.
Oh yeah.
We used to say all the way to Mexico. I don't know why too. Like why? What? How do you sit there and think of that? Right?
You know what? One dumb person will say that, and everybody
Somebody
else
else added.
got the jingle, and everybody like say that. One dummy will say that, and everybody will say that. So we all dummies.
It's just a collaboration of
Yeah.
dummies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Like,
You know
some
what I
weird-
miss from when I was a kid?
What?
Those old Hawaiian primo songs. I like to call it primo songs.
Primo like the beer.
Yeah, cause
My dad
you
used
know
to drink
our kupuna back then, they would drink primo beer and sakomapa and kanikapila, and they would
Okay.
come up with all kinds of songs
like made up.
that I don't hear nowadays. Like US city, Sakam every day, 50 cents an hour, $4 a day. US city, Sakam every day, he make you money for your honey. I went downtown to see Miss Lucy, I gave her 2 cents to see her pussy. The pussy was so black, I couldn't see the crack. I asked Miss Lucy for my 2 cents back.
What?
I mean, they had all kinds.
Is that like a real
Okay.
song, or that was like
Yeah.
literally they made it up?
Okay, and then just everybody just add their own thing to them. You know what I mean?
That-
When you're feeling le'a, when you're feeling le'a, when you're feeling le'a. Oh, what fun when you're feeling le'a. When you're feeling maneo. When you're feeling maneo.
I think that was like a mating call.
When you're feeling
You know how you
and
say,
that's all. Yeah, so like about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when they get ready for go here more.
so that's like discreetly
Yeah.
telling
See,
the
yeah,
women
yeah.
that are available, hey, I'm itchy.
feeling maneo right
Anybody like scratch?
Yeah. When the feeling is all pow. Yeah,
That's
get all kind, but you see, I call it the primo fucking magic songs. Yeah, yeah, that thing is funny. You know already, okay. So all the kids, you know, we small kids, hey, we still want bottle beer, you know, okay, and then we're all fucking huddling around in a corner.
Because
Everybody
nobody
taking
knows.
one zip of
Nobody
the.
paying attention.
Yeah. You know.
No, boy. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, uncle, hey boy, go get me one beer. Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
of dollars, yeah. Yeah, 50 cents, whatever, you know what I mean?
Flashing
Okay.
his lights.
Oh,
that-
back then, 50 cents. Okay, you can go buy all kind of candies from the
He's
store.
flashing his lights here.
Oh, yeah?
So, if it's an old school person,
Yeah.
they're telling you get popo, right?
Yeah. Oh, you're just telling me how was it?
Not too many people know
Or
that.
maybe he's attracted to me. Oh, you saw that guy? Huh? That guy?
Notice he shaved because he was on the video.
Had to be on the video.
He's on the video. You know
Had
what
to
I was
represent.
thinking?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What? No, I'm like for real. Like I was thinking.
Yeah. This is some kind of trouble gonna happen out
What
there.
you mean? Some kind of
Some
trouble?
kind of Kolohe stuff gonna happen when you
Me?
get these thoughts.
Me, Kolohe.
Yes.
Try look at my face.
It's
Do you
exactly.
see Kolohe in my
Yes.
face? What?
Yeah, the most innocent ones is the Koloheest ones.
Well, I agree though, but
Yeah.
I'm not that person right now.
Oh, everybody else who get that Kolohe
I mean,
look is
there's
the
a lot
Kolohe.
of people that look sweet and innocent, but they're really not. Yeah,
Right.
like my friends that used to
You're
go
the
to
exception.
like Saint
You're the
whatever.
exception. That's what you.
the Saint
What you're saying
schools.
is you're the exception.
Listen, my friends that used to
Right.
go to the Saint Anthony's or Saint whatever schools, and
Right.
they got to wear the uniforms.
Yep.
And the skirt has to go down to the knee. So
Right.
they would go to school like that, but as soon as they get out of the house,
Oh,
they
yeah.
would roll it up.
Yep. Yep.
And then they would go to school and they'd get in trouble. They'd have to roll it down. But then after school, they would roll it back up.
We know.
You know, just to hang out
We
at
know.
the gas. Oh, yeah.
We know.
How you know? She knows. You used
Hello,
to-
baby.
You used to catch girls like that.
Hello.
No,
We'll
so,
hang out in Palolo, but all the private school girls or whatever.
See.
But St. Andrew.
and they were like, I think they're suppressed, so they were just waiting to be naughty.
Yeah.
My friend was. She was so suppressed at home, so strict, her parents, that she couldn't wait to be naughty when she went out.
And it was good for us because we all the housing boys. Everybody know we go hang down Palolo Park.
So you guys was the crew that they wanted to hang out with.
You know. Well,
Oh, we're
All the-
hanging
all
out
the-
with the housing
all the
guys.
good girls like the naughty boys. It's no secret. Naughty boys are the best fun. You know, Pro City girls go down White Eye for check out the White Eye
No,
boys.
it was-
Come on, man.
No.
Come on, man.
Listen,
Who's your first? Where did he come from?
why and I? But
you,
No.
you make one point.
Pro City did not go to YNI. YNI came to Pro City. Okay, get that straight.
You know, we forget the good stuff.
So they came to Pro City,
Right.
and then
And then what? You used to go down White Eye? Go check it out.
only one time, but that was after we got together.
At
Already.
one time? Bad
That
camp?
one time at band camp, we were together already. Then I went to
Together,
YNI.
together?
Like together. Well, I don't know. He wasn't together. because he came around on me, but I was together. It's a one-sided together. No, but okay. So seriously, I was thinking that,
Uh-oh.
you know how they. So this is the second time now your life story is gonna be shared, kind of, right? The first one, I think the first one would have been really, really good, except it didn't fall
First
through.
one got into
right?
more intimate details of my
Yeah.
growing up.
I mean, down
This
to
this
the
last
place.
one right here,
It was like a
like-
quick version.
yeah, it was just a quick
Yeah.
draw. Cause you
Yeah.
never got to like, oh, hey, they your boyfriend?
My boyfriend.
You wanna stop
It's
and
the
turn
ice
around?
cream? No, it's
You
okay.
sure?
Yeah,
They got sprinkles for you.
it's okay. It's my boyfriend. He's the ice cream truck, and he gives me lots of sprinkles because he knows.
Yeah.
And he gives him 2 fat boys.
Yeah, he gives me 2 fat boys. ain't they?
Yeah, but yeah. So
Yeah, you know what I mean?
he
like,
had, yeah, the
cause
first
I
one
don't know,
was,
like I was kind of like leery too, cause like you give them all the violent details, and they go, oh, don't I talk to this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, I really, I don't want to say I enjoy the details.
Mm.
I
But
really
it gives you to
think,
understand them.
yeah, and I really think that not very many people are aware of the details like you. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
commit crimes, they do bad things. Yeah, and stab one guy, whatever. You know what I mean? But
Right.
you are very articulate when it comes to like. That's why when we went that first night to Keamaula
Right.
and we ended up not drinking.
Right.
That first night, that's kind of what drew me to you too. I mean, you were telling me graphic details about your crimes, right?
Mhm.
But the fact that you were telling me the details, and it wasn't like you were enjoying it. You wasn't saying like, "Oh, I grabbed the knife and grabbed his neck and I stab him." You
There's
know what I mean?
nothing glamorous
Yeah,
about violent activity.
but so it wasn't
Nothing. I want to put this out there to all the youngsters who think it's freaking glamorous. When you watch all these Hollywood movies and you see the bang bang, shoot 'em ups, and blood flying everywhere, the reality is there's nothing glamorous in real life to violent activity like that. Nothing glamorous about that. It will rock you and shock your conscience, and it will haunt you. You will see visions of that in your sleep, and it will haunt your sleep forever. So take it from me, it's not worth it.
and that's both sides. Both
Yeah.
sides. The aggressor.
I'm talking about guys like me who did violent acts, and I've been on both sides. I've been a receiver of violent acts, and I've been a perpetrator. I'm talking to those who gonna be the perpetrator.
Yeah.
You think it's freaking, gangster to be out there hurting people, drawing blood from them? You gonna reap that, bro, on heavy scale, and not a lot of guys can come back from that.
Yeah, and
You wanna know
that's
about
exactly
cuckoo
what
or
I
whatever.
mean too. Like that's what I admire about you is that I said it on yesterday's vlog, I think, that, you know, I admire that because all the shit you've been through to see where you are today, not very many people would understand what you've been through, you know? So that's why all the details like that, not only did you tell me the details of your crimes, but you told it to me in a way where I fully understood that you're aware of what you did, why it was wrong, and what you were feeling during that time. You know, not many people
Well,
will be
I
able
kind
to
of got
tell
help
you.
when you start peeling off the scab and asking me questions point blank about that thing right there. Look at the doggies.
And oh, they have a human though. But yeah, it was well because you know it's like you telling me these things and it makes me inquisitive, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and I was always like that.
No,
you
but
know?
then you why that though? How come that thing? Like,
I was always like that in high school.
yeah.
One of my classmates shot somebody, right? I don't know what it was. I forget what it was. They were all drinking, I think, and then he shot somebody, and they didn't get caught, right? Like they were still coming to school, but they were all talking about it. And I'm sitting down with him one day. Everybody had gone back to class or whatever it was, and he was telling me about something, and I said, "So, what were you thinking when you shot him?" And he looked at me like, "What?" I said, "What was going through your mind?" And he looked at me and he goes, "You funny, huh?" And I go, "Why is that funny?" And he goes, "The guy dead, you know." And I said, "No, I understand that. I mean, I can't. What do you want me to do? I can't bring him back to life." You know what I mean? I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be insensitive. You know, I knew the other guy too. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like I get it, but I just want to know what was going through your mind when you did. I get it. You guys were drinking, you know, whatever, but something had to have been going through your mind. You have to be aware of that. And he goes, then he looked at me, he goes, "You know, I never think about it, but I was just mad." Because I was just mad and
Impulsive.
yeah, and he goes, I didn't mean to do that. I never mean to kill him.
Most
But
of us, we just
it's impulse.
impulse.
Yeah.
We just impulsive. We don't think about it. We just
Yeah,
boom.
and once you do it, it's
Yeah.
too late to take it back.
Gotta go.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was like that too. I'd
And
always
then
ask
later on,
those
when you stay in the
questions.
cell and you're thinking about it, and that's what I mean about it not being glamorous. Because when you wake up out of that anger, that stupor, or whatever shit that you're going through, when you wake up and you realize what the hell, and then especially if you got caught and you're right, that thing will eat you up. Bro. You realize how dumb you was, and how selfish you was, and all that,
And what other choices you
all
might
the
have had.
real feelings come out. The real feelings. You realize, especially when you get your family and they tell you how, you know, you fuck everybody up. Your kids you're not there for your kids. All this kind of shit. I mean, the team come back and that's why. Oh wow, but how's this, bro? I just came over here and I just should take my parking. My parking. That's my parking space.
That is so pretty, like.
Yeah,
walking.
somebody just said.
Oh,
But yeah, you know what I mean. So that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean. That right there is a classic example of proof that what I'm saying is true.
yeah.
You can get that back, bro. I cannot get back the 40 years that I was never in my children's life. And so now my grandkids, thank God, my grandkids get their parents. And I don't know about my daughter's kids, but I know with my son make it an effort to be there for his kids, love his kids up, spoil his kids. You know what I mean? And he there. And you know, I'm envious of my son.
I wonder what
Yeah,
his
he
life
can
would
go
be
to that.
though, like, because he he does that, right? Specifically because you weren't the parent that
Right.
he wants to be, right?
Right.
So if
So paradoxically, it's kind of
yeah,
good
yeah,
for him.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it comes down to that. Like he is the father that he is because you weren't in his life. But
He was
I
a
wonder
smart one, though.
how it would be if you were in his life and what kind of father he would be today. You know what I mean? Because all of that makes a difference. I mean, there's things that my parents did when I was in their house that I vowed, okay, I am not doing that to my kids.
Right.
You know, and I parented different because it didn't fit what, you know, and not to blame my parents, but when I was growing up, the circumstances that we lived around and the way the world was different.
Right.
Right? It's like, so we talk about hope. Back in the day, our parents just had to give us a look. And that look just told us, shut the hell up, you know, don't say anything, right? Nowadays, you hear the parents going, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
They can count to 20. Still
One?
nothing gonna happen.
you know, they start over again. It's like, boy, I never got past 2 with my kids. I said 1, and if they weren't up
My mother
and
not
moving
even
by
count.
2, they knew.
My mother don't count. She just tell you one time. You know,
Yeah,
listen,
see.
crack she can get.
But
And my mom, she called, Demand! I sit on the other end of the other building. Demand! And it's my friends. They go, Demand, you want to call in you? Everybody knew when Joanna Moore was calling. Fuck that, you better run.
you better move.
You better run, not walk. You better run.
Run. Just
Yeah.
run.
Run, just run, bro. You better show her that you didn't put some fucking some effort into getting to her when she call you.
Okay, so what I was thinking was,
Uh-oh.
like, I don't want to.
You
I
keep
don't-
saying that, but
I don't
you're
want.
not-
I
you're not-
know because we get distracted, but I was thinking
You
that
are a
we.
distraction.
I am not.
You are a distraction.
Why am I a distraction?
Look
See,
at
you
you.
getting distraction. What about me? Am I?
All that.
Am I?
I love that.
Casey, stop distracting me again.
Okay.
But I was thinking, like, if you know, we've tried this story twice, and the first one I think was really impactful. First of all, that was the first time that you had relived those things and was able to heal to a point, right?
Right.
Of those things. And they were really traumatic things, like things that people wouldn't even imagine. But I think that your story in intimate details can make a huge difference in people's lives, and not just mentoring the kids that think that they're all that now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm in a gang, or oh, I got guns, you know, this and that. Not just those kids. But I think that your story would be powerful to open the eyes of people that are in the mindset of, once you are locked up, you're no good to society. Once somebody, you know, like, okay, this guy was arrested because now he's incarcerated because attempted murder. Attempted murder, and for the rest of your life, you don't want them in society ever again. But the backstory behind that, you know, what led up to that person doing that. I get it. I'm not condoning it. But there is a story behind it. And I think until people hear the stories behind it, you cannot fix somebody that tries to kill somebody unless you know how to heal them first,
Yeah.
right? And not have them get to that place where they're going to kill somebody.
You know, it's
Right.
funny that people who judge people who commit crimes, you know, throw it a key. I
Yeah.
bet you the parents talking about how sweet,
Yeah,
innocent that child was and all that. You say all that against other people, but when it's your family, it's your own loved ones, and then you go, oh, but you never know the whole story. Oh, I never know the whole story when it came to your family, your loved ones. But you don't like have that same empathy for other people's family.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
that's
Because
what
that
I
other
hear.
person had a mother.
Yeah.
That other person has a father. You know? You
Yeah,
know? The other person got relatives that love them too.
yeah.
You know?
And you know, I've seen a couple now lately. I don't know what it is, but I've seen a couple cases lately that have been on the news, and it's been like horrible. Like the mom that the daughter, I forget all the details, but the daughter was like brutally murdered, right? And she forgave the guy, you know, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, why would you forgive somebody who did that? I would want to punish him and this and that. And she forgave the guy, and I think there's
But
power in that.
she said that he gotta go deal with God.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. He's gonna have to deal with God. It's not my place. And that's very powerful because things that happened to me in my childhood, I had to forgive. I had to forgive that person, right? And, and then as an adult, right? And then in my,
Really though?
I mean, $40. But, then as an adult, through my marriage, right? When it ended, I had to forgive and I had to let go, right? Because
Right.
when you're in the moment, you just wanna it's your fault this and it's your fault that and because of you this and because of you that, and I had to learn to get to a different place, because it only tears me down,
Yeah.
right? The other person usually isn't sitting there depressed, going, "Oh, I did this to," you know what I mean?
I
It only
killed this
tears you-
person and I really hurt that person
Yeah,
and their family.
right. So you're the one that has all those feelings, but all the other side has is this person killed my brother. This person is on the target, now, and this person should rot in jail for the rest of their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was thinking that maybe we do a series in our vlogs. Not all of it. I mean, we'll still do our fun ones, but I will have the same title, part 1, part 2, whatever. And we will go to all those spots again and have one vlog for each thing,
For my life?
for your life, yeah.
Wow.
You know what
We'd
I
have
mean?
to start at Camp 4000.
Yeah,
We would have to go to building 17
Yeah.
and
yeah,
from 17 there look down the stairs
yeah.
so you can see where
Yeah.
where that incident happened.
So I mean, we would take it, we would turn the camera around and show that. I would videotape it, and then we could sit in the car after and talk about it, more. But then people will be able
You
to
know the
see.
last time that when we went there when they was doing my thing, they really even the Farrington High School one when that incident happened. When I drove in, I was, I was dealing with issues.
I know. But how did it feel after when you went through that whole
Also,
thing?
I had a sense of relief, but just reliving
Reliving it, yeah.
that violence, I got pounded out bad, bro.
So that's what I mean. Like
Yeah,
you
I'm
would have
pounded
to
out
be
bad.
you would have to be okay with it, but I think that it would be very powerful, and it's gonna be graphic because I don't want you to hold back on details. You know what I mean? It's gonna be graphic, but I think if we break it up into, and I don't want to rush it. That's the thing. I don't want to just, okay, and then you got to this point.
Yeah.
I want to make
It
it,
can take time.
yeah, so that first one will be Camp 4, right?
Okay.
Just about that, and then we talk about it, and then the next one will be like the next step or whatever,
There's a lot of things happening.
We'll go through a lot of and we can do that too, like different memories,
Okay.
and so you okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, I am trying to recover from the past.
And we don't have to
I
do
think
it's
it
not like
helped
we're
me.
gonna do it
It'll
every
help
day,
me.
right?
Yeah.
Like we'll have breaks in between.
No, I'm cool because I know the value I've already experienced with you and Kavika and Julie and Loretta helping me get through all of that. So I know the value of it. So it's gonna make me better because I can heal. And then maybe that'll be the stepping stone from the one thing that if there's one thing that I can contribute to the Native Hawaiian community, if there's one thing I can do, I want to get a conversation started, at least get it started, and a healing process to begin to address the overthrow of our kingdom, because that led to the biggest hurt, generational hurt to this day, that our people ended up becoming lost. It's like we're the lost tribe. You know what I mean? Like,
So you think that
we're
had
running around for
influence-
40 years in the desert, don't know who we are.
that had influence, you think, on your life as you were going
Yeah.
through your
Yeah,
stuff?
because it was a generational hurt that was passed down and passed on and passed on. Like, for example, the banning of our language. Just the banning of our language. My tutu was not allowed to speak our own language. And then my mom then was already a teenager when they was a little over 8 white, but they were taken into an orphanage and forced to speak English. You know what I mean? That's why I'm grateful that my mom them still had the language when they was already teenagers. You know what I mean? So that's why my mom could communicate like that. But you know, you had to watch
Yeah.
where you talk like that. Yeah. You know, so my mom
That
in the
would
little
be-
rebel ways was trying to instill a little in us.
That would be good too, because we can talk about that too. So I don't want to like rat anybody out too. So if you can keep in mind, like, you don't have to say names, right? Like, you can just
But
generalize.
anybody else? Well,
Well, I mean, like, okay, so like you at one point went and worked for a coke dealer. You don't need to say his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that kind of stuff. Because I don't
Yeah,
want that to affect anybody. But
yeah.
the fact that you worked for a coke dealer, that kind of stuff, I want
Yeah.
those things. And then
Okay.
the thing is, like, I think
Yeah.
it was really disappointing that we went through all of that and then the video never came out, right?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
I think,
guess maybe the bottle was overwhelmed.
yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, for you, I think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was part of the healing, is that it was gonna come out. So this way, it's gonna be short clips, and that night it will be out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no waiting for the whole thing to finish. Is every clip that we do, that night I go home and I upload it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So we're gonna
Hey,
name it something.
I trust you because you've been walking me through the healing, and I trust you. And I love you. And you beautiful. You's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna name it something. We're gonna think of a good name, and we're gonna start doing that when we get a chance. And maybe sometimes we can do talks in bed, you know, about it and stuff. But we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna post it so that way people can keep track of the journey. I'll post it, you know, like from 1 to however many we get. If it's 100, it's 100. But
Yeah.
I want his story told, and I want the story told with all
You
the
should.
intimate details.
We'll tag in Liz so she can check it out.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, so I don't want, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to, like, overtake somebody else's video,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
going to be different. You know what I mean?
Right. Just so.
So, yeah, just our own. And who knows, maybe she, you know, yeah, like, oh, I want to hear about that or whatever, you know. But we're going to do that.
Okay.
All right.
Love, peace, and happiness, y'all. We out of here.